Okay, thank you.
Okay. It's 3 o'clock, and we'd like to welcome you to our September 16th So What Zoomcast. Today, we are also simulcasting on Facebook Live on Patient Griffin Author. So you can watch us in Zoom or Facebook. We are recording this Zoomcast, and we will post the video up on our dedicated So What Zoomcast YouTube channel. So if you missed it, or if you had to leave or whatever, you can see it again. My name is Linda Hahn, and I am coming to you from beautiful Palm Bay, Florida. I have shorts on, but not pants. And part of what we do is we like to know what's in your glass so you're relaxing and having a good time with us. So in my glass today is Cupcake Sauvignon Blanc. And I do take donations. You can leave them on my front porch. That's what my Zumba girls do. While you're watching the Zoomcast, if you have a question for our guest, we are monitoring the chat and the Facebook Live. So please put your questions in the chat, and when our guest takes a breath, you will be able to get your questions in. So we don't want to interrupt her during her presentation. So my co-host is Deborah Stanley, and she's coming to you from, why isn't it highlighting? Hold on one second. I can't get to her. There we go.
Not spotlighting.
It's not. I had trouble with it the other day too. Spotlight yourself.
Oh, that's okay. There you go. Okay.
Here she is.
I'm in beautiful Matawan, New Jersey.
Yeah, and let's get this over with right now. What's in your glass?
Actually, it's coffee with a shot of whiskey.
Do we believe her, people? Thumbs up?
Yes.
Where's Siobhan? Siobhan is gonna, I'm not even getting the, good God, I'm not even getting anything. Where's Siobhan? Right there. I'm seeing a lot of thumbs up. Deb, Siobhan gives you a double thumbs up. So for the first time in a long time, you get a ding dong.
There you go.
And, before we get going, we would like to tell you that our Zoomcast today is brought to you by our sponsors, and they are Fox Chapel Publishing, Banyan Boutiques, QuiltWoman.com, and Cheryl Lynch Quilt. Plus, we have all kinds of cool door prizes for you, and we'd like to take a real quick second, because I saw her come on, I haven't seen her in a while, to wish our dear friend from years and years and years ago, making us sound old, and she actually gave me one of my first teaching breaks, Rebecca Zabo. She's in New Jersey. So Rebecca, happy birthday, and we are very happy to see you. So before, Deb, you ready to introduce our guest?
I am ready.
Yeah.
Are you going to play your little introduction, or am I supposed to speak? Okay. Our guest today is Patience Griffin. She is an author of a whole series of books written about quilters in a small town in Scotland. And she is also a guest designer for Banyan Boutiques. She has a beautiful line of fabrics, and I'm sure she's going to show them to you. And also a line of patterns using her fabric. So without further ado, I would like to introduce Patience Griffin.
Hey, everybody. Those are jazz hands. I don't know if that's allowed or not. Okay, so first, before we get started, can we do a quick toast? And this is, so one of the things with writers and people that work at home a lot of times, we have to like celebrate the small things. And I've got something big coming in, but I don't have the contract yet, but I do know it's happening. So can we like do a little toast and you guys celebrate with me real quick? This is rum chata. This is my drink of choice. I've got a recipe for hard lemonade to give to everybody later. So anyway, so let's just say yay. Okay, now.
Yay.
Hey.
Oh, that's good stuff. Oh my gosh. Anybody else like rum chata? It doesn't taste like alcohol. It's great. So
Congratulations.
thank you. Thank you. And I will share as soon as I'm allowed. How's that? You know how that goes. So behind me, I have some of my fabrics and quilts here and pillows and things like that. And Linda, is it okay to go ahead and say this part is that at the end we have door prizes and
Yeah, so they gotta wait.
I know, so they have to wait.
Oh, yeah.
And so in the Facebook, does anybody have Facebook pulled up to see? Because I got a message from Ducky and she wasn't sure that she saw it. Ducky, are you able to see it now on Facebook? I can't log in onto this computer because I don't know my login on this computer.
I'm looking.
So anyway, so Facebook also, I'm going to give some prizes away for the Facebook people too. So I just wanted to say that just straight up. So what I wanted to do today is to kind of have a modern old-fashioned trunk show. And for those that don't know what a trunk show is, because there may be some people that are here that don't know that, it's where it's like taking a trunk out of the attic and you open it up and you pull out your grandmother's old quilts. But in this case, I have a PowerPoint because I figured my room's very small here. It's a 10 by 10 room and I have 2 desks this way and I have my recliner over here in the corner and I write in my recliner a lot of times. So I put everything on a PowerPoint. And so I just thought maybe I would show you some of my quilts because my dogs don't get excited when I'm like, here, look at this quilt. And so it'll be really fun to show you guys. Okay, so let me see if I can, I'm going to, let's see, share my screen, right? Share screen. So let me pull that up. Okay, and then I need to go back over here. Share screen. There it is. And share. And then I'm going to go up here to, where's slideshow at? There's slideshow from beginning. Okay. Okay, so I just wanted to for those that don't know me, because I know we have kind of a mixed audience here, is that, you know, as Deb said, I'm an author. I have 6 books with Penguin Random House, and now I have a new series that I'm going to have Quilters in Alaska. So that's just why I have that here. And I like to look at my pretty covers. And there's the pretty covers again. Also, this is cool. So I can see you guys over on the side. I'm sorry, it's just fun. So I started quilting in my late 30s. I've sewn my whole life. So, but when September 11th happened, this is the first time I had a hard time dealing with September 11th. But this is the first time I'd ever done any applique, and it was kind of my therapy. So this quilt is at the Pentagon. Last I knew it was on the tour route of the Pentagon. I donated it and it went on tour across the country for a couple of years. And, you know, wherever people requested quilts and they would select quilts. And then it would, I don't know, it hung in different places in Washington, D.C. We went and saw it one time and we got a tour of the Pentagon and things. So that's my September 11th quilt. And then this, oops, sorry. Oh, now I just figured out something on my computer. That's exciting. So this is the book club block of the month. And this over here on the, I can't point. And so the one on the left, that is made with my Kilts and Quilts fabrics from Banyan Boutiques. And this quilt was designed by Sue Carter. I got to tell you, the last couple of years I could not have done without some of my wonderful sewing friends. Sue Sue designed this and wrote the pattern. Sue wrote a bunch of my patterns for me because I had deadlines to make with writing on top of everything else. So there's one. There's several shops that are doing this now, which is really fun. There's the Christmas tree. This is in my 6th book. It's an integral part of my 6th book. And so this tree, once again, I did not design this. I have used some other designers on doing some things in the past when I didn't have time. But this was kind of a God moment. I went to go visit one of my friends, and she had me go to lunch with her and her coworkers. And one of the coworkers was telling about this Christmas tree quilt that she'd made, and I had just written it into my book. This right before that, it was really something, you know, that I had written it into the book. Then I meet her and she has this, and I was like, would you like to, you know, have that be part of the book, you know, because I've already written it in there. And so anyway, this is designed by Pam Martin, and Sue wrote the pattern. Sue the quilt used to be like in a triangle shape. But anyway, I love the one here in the center and over on the right. That's made with the Kilts and Quilts plaid fabric from Banyan Batik, and all the pretty colors. I just can't stop looking at it. There it is again. Over here on the right, I think Debbie is here on Zoom with us. Hey, Debbie. Debbie's wearing the jacket that is that's made with my fabric too. So now I just had to showcase some of the sheepies here. And then speaking of this, these are the Feeling Sheepy quilts. And I don't know if you can see back here. Let me hold this up. Can you see? I have this quilt right now on the table back here. So this is the Gandy Gal fish quilt, and I bought a lot of these fabrics when I was in Scotland a couple of years ago. And so this goes along with the 6th book, and this is little girl's quilt because she has inherited half of a fishing boat. And of course, this is Let's Get Sheepy. And this, once again, this was designed by Sue Carter, and I believe it was this one was sewn and quilted by Karen Shaughnessy, who is part of the Austin tribe that have been so good to me. Anyway, I wanted to be able to showcase the sheep fabrics because I love them so much. Oh, and I'm wearing my rosette today. I don't know if you can see it, and this one's made with the orange sheep fabric. There's the Goodbye quilt. I love looking at this one. The tree is very interesting to make. The pattern, you have to tape the pieces together, but it's gorgeous when it's all done. I just love that. Of course, behind me is this one. This is the library quilt. And there's more pieces of it. What I did, I'm gonna flip back up here real quick. Oh, it doesn't show it on that one so much. So you can see I put some of my favorite books on here. So the top shelf, the top up here, up here at the top, I have my book titles in there, and I left spaces for, you know, I knew books were coming, so I left spaces for those. And the problem is I put a title up there that my first Alaska book was going to be called Sweet Home Alaska, and they didn't like the title, so now the title's One Snowy Night, so it's wrong on the quilt. Which it's funny because in publishing there's a lot we don't have control over, you know. I did come up with the One Snowy Night title, but it was mostly out of frustration. It's like, okay, will you be happy with this? And they loved it. So anyway, here's the pinwheel quilt, and within two different colorways. And I don't have, so some of these I don't have professional pictures on. This one I do, yay. This is the rosette quilt. I wanted a way to showcase all the different plaids. So all the plaids are here in this, and I could just stare at it for hours. I don't know if everybody else loves plaid the way I do. Oops, let's see. Oh, and so I have gotten a question here. So from Facebook, I'll tell you what's going on. Decky, when she gets a question, she's letting me know what the questions are. And the question says, is there a pattern available for the library quilt? And yes, there's patterns available for everything. And I will show you guys at the end how to find links to those. There's more. And we made rosettes at market. And that's me with one of my funky hats. Anybody that goes to the quilt shows will know I wear funky hats, and I just think it's so much fun. So there's a little town I've been writing about in Scotland. It's called Gandigow, and Gandigow in Scottish means squall. And anyway, I made this for myself, and I put it on Facebook, and you know, the response was, well, where's the pattern? And so then I had to write the pattern. And I can write a book probably quicker than I can write a pattern. Anyway, it took me a long time because I had deadlines and things like that. And there's Jody Thomas over there on the right, and she's actually not holding her quilting novel, which is sitting over here. Anyway, Jody's a very good friend. She's a New York Times bestselling author, and we've done some quilt shows together. So here is the Kilts and Quilts pillow, and this is going to be, here, let's see if I can hold this up. Might look a little better. So there's that. And so this is going to be the free pattern that I'm going to give everyone that signs up for it. And here's another colorway. How's that? So there's those two pillows. And so this is my latest book, the one that's here. This is Kilt in Scotland. It's the You Done It Mystery, and You is spelled E-W-E as in, you know, sheep, and because I love sheep. And this is the first time I've written a mystery, but I wrote it within my whole world of Scotland. And so, yes, I'm going to answer another question here that, yes, the link to the patterns will be posted also. So let's go down one more. This is the new cover for my new book that's coming out. I've designed a pattern. It's in my head. It's partly on paper. It's just, I got to finish writing. I'm working on the second book, but this book will be out March 30th. And so in this book right here, I got to tell you about what this is. This is a quilt that is designed by Patty Carey with Patty's Patchwork. And I saw this, I see Linda shaking her head. I saw this at market last year. I just saw it on paper, and I so fell in love with it. And the thing is when I saw it, I knew who it was, exactly who the artist was that had done this, because Barbara Lavallee, when I was in Alaska, her paintings are everywhere. She has books, and she has fabric, and it's with Northcott. I was just like, I was so shocked and delighted. And so I bought the fabric, and then I bought Patty's pattern, and she wrote me, and she was like, she sent me fabric that I'm going to make a quilt and give it away when the new book comes out. So I've already given away 8 quilts with book releases. So I'm very excited about this. And if I don't have time to piece it together, I may have to have somebody, I may have to hire somebody to piece it for me. So anyway, but that quilt I'm going to be giving away, but I love it so much. Oh, and I wrote it into the book too. I mean, because I couldn't help it. I just think it's so pretty. So there's that. And I just had to show you this because of the really, really cute dog. And okay, so I wanted to talk to you about what I've got going on. So besides the giveaways that we're doing here today, I've had a contest going, and it ends tomorrow. I'm giving away 20 fat quarters, and I will show you guys how to get to that little spot there. I'm going to take you to my website. I have 3 things I want to show you on my website. There's that. There is that. Okay. So my website is patiencegriffin.com, and on my website, there's 3 very important things. First of all, because I love looking at my fabric, here on my homepage, you got to click on the Banyan Batiks button. And you can see all the gorgeous, gorgeous fabrics. And over here on the side, you can switch and look at the different colorways. because there's people that may not know how to do that, and to know where those are. And I don't know if I can get to this or not, because you can click on your state and you can find out where this particular colorway is. So that was the first thing I wanted to show you. Oops. Let's take it back to me. Take you back to home. The second thing I wanted to show everybody was, if you ever want to know where the contests are, on my page I have 2 ways to get there. You can click on this contest button, and this is the contest that's going to be ending tomorrow, the win 20 fat quarters. And also I have 10% off on patterns and on signed books. And then the third thing, probably the most important thing, is it okay to tell this now, Linda? Can I tell about how they get the free pattern?
Yeah.
Okay. So yesterday, my son, I do a lot of my own programming, but yesterday I was in a real rush. And so my son, I was like, can you put a button for me? So he put this button on here and it says free pattern when you sign up for Patient's newsletter. So you click on that and we have a new page. And all you have to do is just sign in with your email. And I think you've got to do like your first name or something. And to be able to send this out, I have to have your email, because I can't just post this out there, because this is a pattern that you normally have to buy. Anyway, and so just go and sign up for that to get the free pattern. But don't do it now, because you're still here with us, okay?
I just put in the chat.
Then the other thing is Linda, you know, I didn't have time to post Karen's fat quarter picture, but I could do that real quick.
Yeah. Can you change your PowerPoint to, because we're seeing your top menu bar.
What do you need me to change?
Your PowerPoint.
Do you want me to go back? How do I unshare? That's what I need to do, isn't it?
No, you can keep your PowerPoint up. We're seeing your menu bar up at the top.
Okay. So,
I think it's under design.
You want to go from current slide, not from beginning. You want from current slide.
From which slide?
Current slide.
Oh, current slide. Okay. Okay. So, I mean, that was all the slides I had. I didn't have time to put Karen's. I've got it on a little a bar here. To show the fat quarters that we're going to be giving away today too. Oh, and the other thing is I made rosettes for giveaways. So we're going to be giving one to the Facebook group, and then the rest we're going to be giving away here. I got another question here. If you are already getting the newsletter, yes. So here's the thing. People were saying, if they already get my newsletter, do they have to sign up on there to get the free pattern? The answer is yes, because that button's going to go away, and that page is only for this Zoomcast, because this is special, because Linda and Deb are so special that are running this. So yeah, there you go. So anyway, and so we're going to be giving away rosettes too, because I love my rosettes. I love to wear them all the time. So that's what we got going. So what else do I need to do, Miss Linda?
Okay, is your
I have a whole bunch.
Deb, do the questions.
Okay, so there are a few questions that came up on the chat.
Okay.
Somebody wants to know what is rum chata?
What's what? Oh, rum chata. It is
rum chata.
All right, is she done?
And it's backwards, and it's rum, and it's a kind of a cream based. It's just yummy. Let's see. Here it is. I'll read it to you. Caribbean rum with real dairy cream, natural and artificial flavors. But it's just, it's just delicious. I love all the cream stuff, like a brandy Alexandra, anything has ice cream in, or a mudslide, because I love desserts. So it's real desserty. So yes. Okay.
Somebody wants to know, do all your books involve quilting?
Yes, they do. Yes, absolutely. Oh, and I do need, oh yeah, I kind of have a little list here of things. First thing is my books are not typical quilting fiction. The first 6 are not. They are for mature audiences. So just putting that nicely. uh, the next 3 after that are more G. The new series in Alaska is all sweet and clean. So, yeah.
Okay. How did you get started as an author?
Well, I have been a writer inside my whole life. I mean, as far as I've always thought I was going to write a book, and I always thought it was going to be nonfiction, and so I'm still kind of shocked I write fiction. But I am an engineer, or I was an engineer, and I used to commute 3.5 hours a day, and I listened to a lot of books on that long drive. And I just got the bug to write a book, and this was in 2003. I got the bug that I was going to write a book. And I went to my husband. I said, I think I'm going to write a book. He's like, oh, you'd be great at it. And wasn't that lovely for him to say that? So I've had really good family support over the years. And he's never read my books. He has listened to them, which does bring me to one of my other things on my little list, is that I know quilters love audiobooks. And so my first 6 books are in audio. The next 3 will be out soon. There's one's coming out in October. The Laird and I will be out in October in audio. And then I think it's like 1 every month. And so in my newsletter, I'll let everybody know when those come out. Yeah, I love audiobooks. I got to tell you, when I heard that my books were going to go to audiobook, I think I was more excited than when I got my contract for my first book. I was just like, I was all crazy. So
That's what I should do. I should
that?
narrate audiobooks.
You do really well at that.
See? Yeah.
Okay.
Now, you also
go
have
ahead.
an Etsy shop as well.
What was that?
An Etsy shop as well.
I do have an Etsy shop, and so that's on my Facebook page too, where it says shop. Go click on that, and that'll show you all the books and the quilts and stuff. So I do sign books through there, and then I have my patterns.
Can you? I guess you already showed your fabrics sort of in your quilts, but they're mostly plaids and sheep.
Right, but plaid, sheep, and then there's, well, okay, so there's like beautiful stuff here. This katana here, this is not mine, but this is, and this is. So there's, there's other stuff, and like this is one of my favorite. It just doesn't look as good on the screen, does it? But it's beautiful in person. Oh my gosh, I love my fabric so much. Okay, sorry. I can't stand it. But yeah, so you can see all my fabric by going to my homepage and clicking on the Banyan Boutiques button. That's the best way to do that.
We have a question. Are your books individual, or should they be read in sequence?
So both. I wrote them as standalones and as part of a series. So what it is it's all based around the same town, and I expand out to another town, but they're still all involved. And so I'm trying to write them. If you pick up book 5, you're going to be fine, which I have many people. There was on the 6th book, It Happened in Scotland, a professional blogger wrote and said, you can start right here, right now, and be okay. So yeah, no, and I have a few little continuing things, but I really, I wanted to make it so that if you did pick one up, you'd be okay.
So now that you're moving your efforts to Alaska series, are you done with Scotland?
No, I'm never done with Scotland. I have been actually, and I've been threatened a little bit, about, because everybody thought after the 6th book I was done, and that was Amazon's fault, because Amazon said it was a 6-book series, and I was writing the 7th book, and it was like, stop that, it's not. But no, I have at least 10 more stories, plotted for Scotland, and I don't think I can ever stop Scotland. Right, Peggy? Do thumbs up. Yeah, there you go.
All right, I have a question.
Yes.
Do they wear underpants under their quilts?
So,
Kilts,
so listen,
Kilts.
yeah.
Kilts.
So I got to tell you, I was in Crail, Scotland, and it's a small town, and I was sitting and waiting for the bus. It was going to be my first time taking the bus by myself in Scotland, and so there's an old man sitting there, and he started telling me stories, and he was saying that, you know, when he was younger, everybody was required to do military service for at least 6 weeks, and so he was sent down to Stirling Castle, and he said that they had a mirror on the floor, and so after you got dressed in the morning, somebody stood there and watched as you walked over the mirror to make sure you were not wearing underpants. That's what he said. And he said it was the most miserable experience to have to wear a wool kilt without underpants for that 6 weeks. And that's what he said, and that's all I know. I don't have any personal experience. I have never taken like my camera and like, you know, held it under a kilt. I've never done that.
Yeah.
You clearly haven't vacationed with me.
I know, Linda. I figured you'd be the person to do it.
I don't want to see no old man junk.
Oh, no.
I'm looking for the young boys. Is that inappropriate?
Oh, but they tie their shirts under there. That their shirts have long tails that tie.
Oh, okay. See, I
didn't
know
look,
that.
but that's what I was told when I was there.
Wow.
Deb, when we go to Scotland, I'm going to have to bring my selfie stick.
Uh-oh.
You might get arrested.
You are just trouble waiting to happen.
I hand it to Deb and say, hold this.
Yourself, not other people's.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to look at my questions here really quick. Let's see. So I think what I'll do, if this, you all tell me if this will be helpful or not. So my website is patiensgriffin.com, and I'll put that in. When I send out the free pattern, I can put that in there. I also, and I hope this is okay to do this, because I wasn't sure, you know, if anybody, I'm not a huge fan of alcohol, but I love this Mom's Night Out lemonade. And so I thought maybe I would put that recipe in there because it is yummy, delicious. Yummy, yummy, delicious.
Linda says yes.
I didn't even ask for a general opinion.
Yeah.
So,
that'll be
have
great.
you gone through the questions? She got like a million gazillion questions on there.
She had a lot of comments, but not a lot of questions. Like everybody had comments about where they're coming from and that, do you participate in book club meets? What's a book club meet? I don't know.
What was the question again?
Do you participate in book club meets?
Oh, okay. So I've done some book clubs remotely. I've done them in person, but I'm not doing anything in person right now. Sorry, anybody, but I have been doing some book clubs. So that's probably, where I come and visit. Yeah, absolutely. So I can do that online or whatever.
There's another question. Oh, do you have a favorite of all your books?
So it's like lining up your children, right? And going,
that's my favorite, right?
Yeah. But I got to tell you, so To Scotland with Love, which is my first book, it's a real book of my heart. It's my brother had died, and he died suddenly, and it was at Christmas time, and that's what spurred me to write that book, even though it has nothing to do with my brother at all. But it was that kind of that emotion of death, we're not scared of you sort of thing. Anyway, so that is, and I love It Happened in Scotland very, very much. That's the sixth book. That sixth book actually won an audio earphone award. The narrator won an award for that. Oh, and also To Scotland with Love, my first book, it won several Reader Choice Awards, but it was also nominated for 2 Ritas, which a Rita is sort of kind of considered like the Emmys, for romance novels. So it was nominated, did not win, but I was still shocked. I was in complete shock when they called to say it was nominated. So.
Could you talk about Scotland's quilting tradition?
So So Scotland's different because we're kind of spoiled here in North America, because I assume Canada too has quilt shops everywhere like we do. So when I went the first time looking for fabric stores, I had a difficult time because I went to Scotland with my cousin, and we just went with no agenda, and it was every day we just start out with a new adventure, and we wouldn't know where we were going, and so learned my lesson about that. Um, so but the quilting community there is amazing. They are great. The guild is a for Scotland. It's one big guild, but then it's busted into like modern quilters and traditional, and different ones. And they are lovely and just the best people. And so let me tell you a small story. So I love to stay in Crail, Scotland, as I said. Um, and when I first went, I went to, they have a little tiny museum. And I was like, so is there any sewing groups in town? And they're like, well, yes, we have a Monday group. And so I went and crashed it. And I love those people. So when I go back, I let them know now when I'm coming. But the first time I just went and crashed it. And they were like, and I can't do accents. I wish I could. They were like, if we'd known you were coming, we would have made a cake, And so anyway, they're lovely. They have, but they've broken up into like two different groups within the same room, and they'll have people doing needlepoint or knitting at one, and the other one, they're doing some sewing, and it's just amazing. So lovely people, lovely.
Here's another question. Do you ever do actual trunk shows in person?
I have, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's always fun. I love to do guilds. So.
Mm-hmm. Do the Alaska series include the Alaskan men that came to Scotland in one of the books?
Alaska. Okay, so they're talking about the third book where the heroine Kit, she has a successful business in Scotland called the Real Men of Scotland. She's a matchmaker. And so the answer is yes, there is. I have gotten permission to do a kind of a crossover thing. And so I have a little shout out to that in the first book. Second book is going to be more, but so there's going to be some crossover in it, which I think is really fun.
Are your books set in an actual town?
No, I've taken all my favorite places and put them together. So as I've said, Crail is my favorite place in Scotland, but it's in Fife. And so you have to go more north. It's northeast where I set my book. So there's a bunch of beautiful little villages in Scotland that there's Crivie, it's spelt like Crovie, Crovie, and Gardenstown and Pennon. There's a bunch of really neat little villages. But so I've just taken them, I put them all together because in my brain I can do whatever I want. And I've done the same thing with Alaska. I love Talkeetna in Alaska. And the thing is I need to go to more places in Alaska, to, I couldn't just take one and say that it was it. I've heard authors that do that, and sometimes that can kind of get you in trouble because then the town wants to start telling you how to do your story. So I didn't want to do that.
How did you do the titles for your book? Did you pick them?
So the original title for To Scotland with Love, while I was writing it, I called it Christmas Cards and Condolences, which I thought was a great title, and Penguin Random House did not think so. So I guess all of my titles I have pitched to them. So To Scotland with Love was a last ditch effort. It's like, okay, what about this? And they're like, oh yeah, we like that. So then I picked movie titles, and then they gave me no other trouble for the next 5 books. As I said, with the Alaska book, they gave me some trouble because I had different titles on it. They didn't like my title for the second book, but the second one I pitched to them, they loved. So the second book in the Alaska is going to be Once Upon a Cabin. And so they love that title. So.
Do you have another Scotland book coming out anytime soon?
Not anytime soon, but there's, okay. So let me get my little glass here. So something's coming up. There you go.
Oh, yep.
And I can't
Not
talk
at
about
liberty to say, right? It's like,
it. So yeah, something's coming.
okay, good. Do you have plans for another fabric line?
I don't know right now. I don't know. I'm kind of up in the air with things. I would like to do another fabric line. I've had so much fun with that. And my only problem with the fabric line is I need more hours in the day to sew. That's, there's just not enough time to sew.
So I have a question.
Yes.
How long does it take you to crank one of these books out?
My first book, To Scotland with Love, it took 2 years. And so when I got my contract, that said they wanted one every 6 months. And here's all honesty. I shook for 2 weeks. I mean, because I complained to my agent. I was like, I can't do that. And, I was like, this takes a long time. And she's like, well, this is how it's done. You're going to have to buck up and do it. So really, I shook for 2 weeks until I just like, okay, I can do this. And so then they upped it, and they had me have 3 books come out in 1 year. So I was doing books 5 months apart. And then I happened to run into the editor-in-chief at a convention, and we sat down and we talked, and I was telling her that, they say my books are all about heart. And I told her, I said, heart takes time. And so now I have a year between my books. So yay. And even then, I mean, it's a push, because I want, I do want them to, the books to be the best I could absolutely make them.
Cool. Okay. All right.
So your fabric should be available in shops now if people can get to their shops.
Right. So yeah, on my website where I had that button, you click on it, you can go pick out what's your favorite colorway there on the sides or what's showing, and you can click on the product finder. It'll show you your state, and then it'll show you what shops have that particular colorway. The problem with that thing is you may think that only the shops have that. You have to look at each colorway to see who has what. But yes, so it is there, and I get a lot of emails where people are looking for kits, and I try to help them the best I can. But it would be great if everybody could use the product finder. So I don't have to do it.
Just a couple more questions that I see. There's a question whether you would consider doing a Highland cows quilt pattern instead of sheep.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, no, because if everybody that follows me on Facebook, we have Happy Coos Day on Tuesday. And so we have the hairy coos, the Highland cows. So absolutely. And then I've actually, for the quilt I'm designing for the One Snowy Night, the first book in the Alaska series. Yeah, there'll be a Highland cow on that for sure. Yeah.
So do you have more than one Facebook page?
I have my personal page, just Patience Griffin, where you can friend me. And then I have my professional page, Patience Griffin Author.
Okay, I just put that in the chat.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, Facebook is kind of my medium. I'm trying to get better at Instagram, but I'm not as well versed. I like Facebook. I've made some great friends on Facebook.
You got to be careful with that Instagram. What is it? Two broadcasts ago, our guest put the meeting number on Instagram, and we got bombed with the naked dancers.
So, yeah, we didn't talk about that too much, but I'd like to hear more about that later.
It weren't anything to look at.
Okay.
It was an experience, though.
Well, I was worried about you recording that, and if that was good.
I deleted that recording.
Did you? Okay.
We started over again after we managed to ban him from coming back.
So
I think that pretty much covers the questions.
Yes, yeah, so we're going to, because we're starting to run out of time. I have a little share before we go to the door prizes. That everybody loves the door prizes. This is your chance. If we don't see you in the video, we need to see you so that we can see what's in your glass. And if you don't have any liquor in your glass, you might want to go get some now. So, Patience, you rocked it, my friend. And don't go away.
Okay.
Because it's
We'll be right back.
time, because I know everybody looks so forward to my fabulous finds, tips, and tricks. All right. So you know that I teach Zumba, and in the event that the gym would like to require masks, I found this on Amazon that you can put under your mask. It actually looks like something that's trying to keep me quiet. Okay, so maybe if you put tape over it so I can breathe when Debbie has enough of me and she wants to tape my mouth shut. But I guess it's this way. So these are on Amazon, and there's like 6 for $10.
Is that like to give it a form?
Well,
Is that what you're thinking? To
I think
be able
you put it underneath so that it keeps the mask off your lips.
Okay.
So you can breathe.
Yeah. That's cool. I hadn't seen that.
Yep.
I have many words of wisdom. That's it for today. So let me get back to our prelude for the door prizes. My neighbors looking for that on iTunes this afternoon, especially their dogs. Okay, let me make. Oh, yeah. No, we
Yes.
forgot. You're doing a so-long. You're doing a so-long.
I am.
Where are you?
Thursday, September 24th at 2 o'clock. And this is the project. Pieced Patchwork Pumpkin Potholder.
Yeah, say that 3 times fast. I can't even find
I
you.
can't even say it once without
Where are
slowing
you?
down. I'm here. Here's my pumpkin.
Ran away.
Cute.
She runs away from me in person. Now she runs away from me on Zoom, too.
So if anybody's interested in joining me, I will be at 2 o'clock on September 24th. And if you email me ahead of time, I will send you the supply list, Eastern time. For my West Coast people, sorry. So that's why we're doing it at 2 o'clock so that our people in the East Coast and Wanda in Alaska can join us.
Hey, we have specials on the website. 'Cause my husband likes to put things on there to clear out our warehouse. And I'm putting our website in the chat. I can't even find me. I can't even find me. Deb, can you find me? We have a lot of people on here.
You're spotlighted on my,
Am I?
view. Yeah.
We've had some issues with the spotlight. We had it in Zumba too. So I'll just wing it. This is our Cooker's Journal. It's free shipping, $10. If you have friends, you might want to buy this for them to record all their stuff. And it even includes a place for you to put your class stuff. So we have that. We have our add-on program for our most recent book. This is on electric quilt. I am doing some classes on
Virtual classes.
I am doing virtual classes. Wicked Wahini, which is one of my New York Beauty best-selling classes. That is on September 26th, and you do need to order the kit before this weekend so my shipping department can get it to you in time. Next week, we have special guest, very special guest, and going to spotlight. Now, my spotlight is not coming on. Here we go.
There's somebody down there.
Somebody's not. Cancel this. Cancel that. There we go. Hi, Denise. Unmute yourself, and you know who is our special guest next week.
Yes, by popular demand, our special guest will be Linda Hahn.
Yay!
And Siobhan and I have been working tirelessly to come up with some amazing questions and pictures to share with the group.
So I'm going to say this is not going to be an interview. It's going to be a roast.
No, no, no. It will be an interview. Well, yes, it will be an interview. Yes. Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure the pictures are all appropriate.
Maybe not.
I think everybody has clothes in all the pictures.
All right.
Siobhan, everyone has clothes in the pictures, right?
I don't know where she is. And I agreed that all the questions are no hold barred and anything goes.
Yeah, for the most part, it's going to be a rated PG.
Oh, let's see what Siobhan has to say. What do you think there, Siobhan? Yeah, PG?
Definitely PG. You don't want to lose your audience.
They might like it. They got so excited with the naked guys dancing. I'm not getting naked, but they got really excited with that. So maybe you want to rethink that. That's all I have to say. Bye. Go back to your job with your thumbs. All right. Coming up on October 30th, we have Krista Moser. And she has some really cool patterns, and she's going to talk to us about battings. But she has a new book. I want to cancel Siobhan. She has a new book coming out with that's all battings. There we go. Let's try it. And we are working on October. If there's somebody that you'd like to see, please let us know, and we'll see what we can do about getting them for you. Or if there's a specific subject you'd like to let us know. All right. So that means it's door prize time. Finally. Okay, we made you wait through all this. Chat, I'll try. All right. We have some of our sponsors are on here today. And where is Cheryl? Cheryl, unmute your, there you are. Hi. Ooh. Cheryl from Cheryl Lynch Quilts. Why is that? She's not coming up with for me. There she is.
I'm unmuted.
Hi, Cheryl.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Oh,
Thank you for sponsoring us.
You're welcome.
And what are you doing for a door prize today?
I'm giving out my handy dandy tweezers. Nice and sharp, and they come with a pouch.
Are they good for chin hairs?
I don't know. I have to try them. They're, I don't know. They're good for picking up little pieces of fabric and threads, sergers, or if you get a thread stuck in your sewing machine, that kind of stuff.
So when I get mine, I'll try them on my chin hairs.
And for paper piecing, like if you can't get those little nasty pieces of paper out,
that'd be great.
These are good.
All right. If when you are a winner, wait till we highlight you because we want to see what's in your glass. And then you're going to put your email in the chat so we know how to get in touch with you to get your address and stuff.
Oh, thanks. Barbara got hers. Barbara Torney won them last week, and she got them, and she loves them.
Barbara Torney. So did you try them on her chin hairs? I'm guessing that's enough. Okay, pick your winner, Cheryl.
Okay, I'm supposed to turn around and go like this and go like that. Oh, I got Stevie. That doesn't count. Sorry, Stevie. Let me get a lay of the land. Okay, I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna get Shauna Powell. Hey, Shauna.
Where is she? What screen is she on?
She's on the first screen for me.
Shauna, lift up your hand. All right, and you know what? I gotta go. I got a worker man coming.
Okay.
Hi, everybody.
Did you highlight her? There she is.
Yes.
I can't. It's not coming up.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good. I hope you enjoyed our broadcast and you'll come back and visit us again.
I have. This is the second time I've watched, and you guys are hysterical. And I've shared with all my quilty friends.
Oh, okay. So, what do you have in your glass?
I have coffee because I'm still working.
All right.
After I'm working, I will have coffee with rum chata in it because that is amazing.
All right. You guys know what to do. What do you think?
We got Shauna, we got a question about the quilt behind you. An elephant.
Made for me by Heather Soldato, who is also on this call. She is my quilty best friend, and she made that for me for my birthday this year.
Okay. So Siobhan is giving you the double thumbs up for coffee. What do you think,
Thanks,
everybody? You know, all you Zumba girls, you shouldn't even be lifting your arm. Okay,
sorry, ladies.
That's right.
Well, you shouldn't have it during the middle of my business day. I have to work.
Well, you still get the door prize.
You still get the door prize.
Put your email in the chat.
Okay, thanks.
Where's Stevie? Deb, you're going to have to do the highlighting. Mine is just not.
Okay, let me find.
With this before.
Where's Stevie?
Stevie, you are picking for a quilt woman.
All righty.
Do it.
Wait a minute, I got to figure out who that is. Debbie Cagney.
There you are.
Page 3.
Okay, let me look. Let's see.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm so excited. Hi, Patience.
Right there.
What do you got in your glass?
Sonic.
Yeah, but what's in there?
Okay, I'm going to tell you it's Diet Coke, and just so everyone gives me 2 thumbs up, I'll just say there's rum chata in it also. Okay. Hi, Peggy.
Okay, the one you got to suck up to is Siobhan. She gets all excited.
Okay, well, it's actually just Diet Coke right now because it is afternoon, and I'm finishing a quilt today, so I can't start early. But
What do you think, people? Yes or no?
Yes.
All right. They're giving it to you. What's your email in the chat?
Thank you.
And is Joyce still here? Is Joyce still here? Joyce Hughes? Oh, Sarah.
Yes, I'm here.
All right, you want to pick 2 for Banyan Batiks? We have Banyan Batik bundles of Patience's fabric.
What page do I go on?
Whatever one you want to go on.
Okay, I'm going to go on page number 3. I'm going to have my mother pick it.
Wow.
So,
all right, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
It's going to go like this.
I
Close
love
your
that.
eyes and go like that.
Do this.
Yeah, and then pick someone. Wanda on page 3.
Wanda.
We can't hear you.
She has to unmute herself.
Where is she?
Hello.
Oh, there.
Hello.
Where did she go?
So, this is horrible. Deb, you're gonna have to do it.
I'm trying to find her on my list. She was on my list.
Page
I'm
3,
here.
but now she's not.
She's on the first page now.
Now she jumped to the first page.
Where is she?
Wanda.
I'm here.
There she is. Wanda's unmuted.
Okay. Wanda.
Yes.
Deb, did you find her?
Oh, there she is. Okay, I got you, Wanda.
All right. Wanda's in Alaska.
Yes.
Where in Alaska, Wanda?
Anchorage.
Oh, okay.
But I
son,
used to live out in the Aleutians also.
my son lived in Soldotna and now he's in Haines.
Okay. I have friends in both those places.
Right.
Towns.
All right. Wanda, make sure, I know we have your email, but make sure you put it in there so we, I can't, did you highlight her? Yep.
Yes. Yes,
This
she's
is
highlighted.
amazing. This is amazing. All right. Wanda, what are you drinking?
I was drinking lemonade with vodka.
Whoa, it's empty.
Oh, okay. I'm not even asking Siobhan. That's an automatic ding dong. That's an automatic ding dong. Joyce, do another one. Or Joyce's mom do
It's like
another
10
one.
o'clock in the morning, Wanda.
Yes!
Close your eyes.
It's noon.
It's noon, okay.
There we go.
Mary Grant Bell.
Mary Grant Bell.
Two.
What did I win?
Yes. Mary
Well,
a bundle.
A bundle, a backward bundle.
Because I'm
Is that
drinking.
Mary's
I'm drinking a
iPhone?
mixed drink.
No.
It's.
Wait till we get you.
I'm
You're
trying to
having
find
some
her.
really. Here we are.
First page.
They jump to first page when you pick them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Way of them.
All right. What is in your glass?
It's a mixed drink. It's lemonade and iced tea.
Oh, is there liquor in it?
Well, no, but it's mixed.
They call those Arnold Palmers down here in Florida.
Well, but since you're so stuck on the whole alcohol thing, I thought I'd go with mixed drink. It sounds better.
Okay, I actually like Arnold Palmer. So, whoops. I actually like those. So you're getting a ding dong. I'm not asking Siobhan. Okay. All right. It gets out of control at times. All right. Deb, you want to do hours?
Sure.
Do two, because I'm having trouble on this.
Thank you, by the way.
Put your email in the chat.
Okay.
For the fabric, she probably thought I meant to have you pick to win.
That's good. Okay, I got Charlotte Moore. Charlotte Moore.
Hey, Charlotte Moore. Oh,
Hello.
spotlight already. Hello. Are you drinking anything there?
Water.
Oh. That's another one I don't have to ask.
But the cup can't.
Put your email in the chat, please.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, Deb, one more for us.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's see.
We still got a lot more door prizes. We got a lot today.
I got K Profeta.
Hey, everybody.
UFLED.
Hello.
It's actually my daughter's account. This is Pat Profeta.
Pat?
Okay.
Yes, I'm a former Jersey girl living in Florida.
Where?
I'm in Vero Beach.
You're right down the road from me.
I am, and I'm formerly from Jersey there.
And where in Jersey?
Central Jersey, between where Woodbridge Center and Menlo Mall were. So,
Woodbridge
yeah.
Center and Menlo Park. What is, I was
Edison
down in
Light
Manal.
Tower. It's
You know
central.
where we are.
Central.
Edison. Edison.
Edison.
Yeah, right?
Edison,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Patience. I
Hi
love your
there.
books, as you know.
I know, it's so good to see you. This
Yeah.
is so awesome for me. I'm just saying, just good to see everybody.
Are you a quilter?
I'm a sewer, but I love quilts. Patience knows that. I bought all the Banyan Batiks when they came out.
All right, so
Because she's so smart.
I'm a
what
wannabe.
good Jersey girl got in her cup?
Oh, Coke Zero. Yes, stay awake. I'm editing a manuscript today. Got to be in APA format. What can I tell you?
I'm not even asking some of them. I'm not even asking them. Okay, put your email in the chat, please.
Yes, ma'am.
And we will make sure that you get an email door prize.
And I'm still waiting on Debbie Cagney on her email.
It's there. It's there. I put it in the email.
I don't see it.
I've got Debbie's if you can't get it.
Okay, I'll do it again.
Okay.
I don't see it.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't see it. Okay, Patience.
Yes, I have these guys to give away, and then I want to give away. So who all do we have here that's not in the U.S.? Do we have? I know. Do we have Peggy? That's Canada. Do we have anybody else that's not U.S.? Nobody's jumping in. Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm going to give away 3 of these, and I'm going to have Ducky choose, and I think she's showing up as something else on here, and then I wanted to give away a book, and it can be whatever choice that whoever wants. So so Ducky, can you go ahead and choose 3 people? I would choose like 1 on each page. What do you think?
And you still got 1 more bundle left from Banyan.
Okay.
So you got 3, 4, you got 5 door prizes to pick.
Okay. Let's see. I'm looking for Ducky. There she is. I'm gonna unmute you.
Okay.
Oh, you're there. Okay.
I am. I'm here. I couldn't get my camera to work. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay. That's all right.
Okay. And I point at somebody and that person wins.
Right. You close your eyes and you just point
Okay.
at it. Yeah. So do 1 on each screen.
Okay. Marilyn Spencer. Have you already won?
We got to check her first. We got to check her first. I see her. I got her. Here we go. All right, Marilyn, here's your chance. Here's your chance.
There we go.
What do you got in your glass? Oh, it says you're not muted. All right.
Or audio's not working.
Mine is though. Put your email address in the chat, please. So, all right, go ahead, Patience or Ducky.
Okay, yeah, Ducky, can you choose another one?
Okay. Page 2. Karen Brennan, right in the middle of the page. I got it.
Got her.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Karen.
Hello. Hello.
Are you excited? You won a door prize.
I am excited. You're not going to be excited about what I'm drinking, though.
Yeah.
It's water on ice. But do I get points for using a Florida company? For my cup?
Florida water company?
Yeah, it's a Tervis tumbler.
All right. I'll give you a ding dong for that. Okay. Get patient. Do it again. Thank you for
Ducky,
coming. We hope to see you again.
All right. Last one, Ann Hudson.
Oh, I saw her. Where'd she go? Here. I know you just ran out to get something in your cup, right? Ann, you're on.
I'm here.
Hello. What do you have in your cup?
Water pretending it's white wine.
That's good.
All right.
So it's just way too early for me to be drinking.
Where
I would
are
be
you?
flat on my face. So I'm pretending it's white wine, but it's really just water.
Okay. So what do you think, people? Thumbs up or thumbs down? She's thinking about it and dreaming about it. I dream about that too. Siobhan's giving you a double. Siobhan's even dancing for you.
Thank you.
That was there. So you got a double ding dong.
Yay! Thank you.
Your email.
Okay. Put your email in the chat. We're good.
Okay. So, and again, we want to say happy birthday to Rebecca Zabo. Welcome to Joyce Hughes' mom. We're happy to see you out and about. We love your daughter very much. And hopefully we will see you next week. If you have an incriminating picture or a picture you'd just like to share or whatever, please put it into the chat. Siobhan and Denise, put your emails or contact information in the chat. And Patience, you got to do the lemonade recipe.
Yeah, no, I will. So did everybody, or is everybody going to, the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to do the lemonade recipe through when I give out the free patterns. So go sign up for those on the front page of my website, patiensgriffin.com. Okay. And then make sure to enter the other contests for the 20 fat quarters. So we still have a fat quarter to give away, right? A bundle, right? And then a book. So how are we going to do that?
We didn't do 5?
What was that?
We didn't do 5?
I'm doing 5.
Okay, then do more.
We only did 3.
Oh, hello, people, don't tell me stuff.
How do you want to do the last 2? You want Ducky to choose them?
However you want.
Okay. So Ducky,
are you going to give some away on Facebook?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a Facebook. Yeah, I'm gonna take care of Facebook too. I'm gonna have to go afterwards and go. I'll put it through the randomizer and choose a couple of people.
Okay.
I'll do a book and a Facebook.
Okay.
You guys do that. I have to answer a couple of chat things.
Okay, so hey Ducky, can you go ahead and do 2 more so we can get the Baby Boutique's fat quarters and a book.
Oh, that's some good stuff.
I think so. I told everybody it was a party.
All right. Well then, Cindy R. Hi.
It's worth tolerating us for this whole thing because you're getting some good stuff.
Water.
Cindy.
Cheers.
Oh, this is not your first rodeo.
I know. Again with water.
Okay, good. I'm ready.
Okay, Jackie, one more.
Sue Carter.
Ah! Hey, Sue.
Oh, there there we go. Yeah, okay, Sue, where's?
I'm here, but
yeah.
no, move on.
What are we doing?
I'm good. I have all of Patient's books. I've read them multiple times. I'm good.
Well, and the problem is I was giving you the new one anyway.
Oh.
So, do you want it or do you want us to move on?
Go to someone else, please.
Okay, do one more. Thank you.
Bye,
Hope
Linda.
we'll see you again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Pass it. Stevie Graves.
That's probably a good idea. I'll read it for sure.
Okay.
All right. So, and Stevie, do you want me to send you the first book, or what would you like?
The first one sounds great.
Okay.
Wait, she didn't show us anything. Yeah, what is that?
Blue Moon.
Okay. That's liquor, right?
Beer.
Beer. Okay, beer. Siobhan's giving you a double thumbs up. You're getting, some people are not giving you anything.
They want to share? Do they want to share?
All right, Beth gave you a thumbs up. And you got double thumbs. Charlotte, double thumbs. You're getting a lot of doubles. Okay. We'll give you a double ding dong.
Okay.
I'll bet you that made you
All
day.
right. There we go.
Yeah. Whoops.
Okay. So don't forget, next week at 3 o'clock, anything goes. And we should have a good time. And Krista Moser, and we will be ready for you. I am doing a Global Quilt Connection presentation. I have the October 7th for virtual classes. So if you see me, like, say hello. Don't say anything bad or, but have a good time, and we'll see you next week.
Awesome. Thank you, Linda. Bye, everybody.
You rock.
Bye, Patience. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Peggy.
Thank you. It was fun.
See you later, Patience. We'll talk to you.
Bye.
How do I sign off of this? Deb, did you stop the recording?